Princess Lyra Vexala stood in the corner of Earth's interstellar embassy. No one saw her. Her skin changed colors like the night sky, shifting between deep purple and blue. A special cloak covered her body. She had been watching humans for 6 months now. Lyra came from a place called the Nocturne Dominion. Her people sent her to Earth to decide if humans were friends or enemies. Should they work together with humans? Or should they take over Earth? This was her big choice to make. The princess had a small ship called the Twilight Whisper. It floated above Earth, hidden from human eyes. Inside this ship was technology that could save humans or destroy them. Lyra was very shy. Even among her own people, she did not talk much. Humans scared her a little. They were so loud. They moved their hands when they talked. They laughed and cried in public. This was strange to her. The Nocturne people were different. They did everything with careful planning. They did not show feelings easily. They liked order and quiet. But this careful way of living had not saved them from big problems. Far away in space, enemies were coming closer to attack them. Today, Lyra watched a special meeting at the embassy. Many important humans gathered in a big room with tall windows and shiny floors. They wore fancy clothes and talked about space and aliens. They did not know a real alien was right there with them. Ambassador Samantha Wright walked to the front of the room. She had short gray hair and kind eyes. She tapped on a glass to get everyone's attention. "Friends," said Samantha, "we must be ready to meet new life forms from space. They might be very different from us. They might think in ways we cannot understand. But we must try to find common ground. We must look for what makes us the same, not just what makes us different." Lyra listened closely. These words touched something deep inside her. For a moment, she forgot to keep her special hiding power working. Her skin flashed bright purple-blue in the corner of the room. Most people did not notice. They were watching Samantha. But one person saw the strange flash of color. Navy Lieutenant Kate Bennett stood near the door. She was in charge of keeping everyone safe at the meeting. Kate had studied alien languages in school before joining the Navy. She had always believed humans would meet aliens someday. Now she saw something that did not belong. Instead of calling for help or pulling out her gun, Kate watched carefully. She saw the air shimmer in the corner. Something was there, trying to hide. Lyra felt her mistake right away. She turned to leave the room. Her heart beat fast in her chest. Had someone seen her? Would they catch her now? Her mission would fail. Her people would be angry. Kate moved across the room quickly but calmly. She did not want to scare away whatever was there. As the shimmer moved toward the exit door, Kate reached out her hand. Her fingers touched something soft and cool. It felt like touching water that had somehow become solid. Kate held on gently. "I think," Kate whispered, looking at where she thought eyes might be. "We've been waiting to meet you." Lyra froze. In all her time watching humans, no one had ever touched her. No one had spoken directly to her. She could have pulled away. She could have used her technology to escape. But something in the human's voice made her stay. Slowly, Lyra let her hiding power fade just a little. Her hand became visible in Kate's grip. It was slender with long fingers. The skin shimmered with tiny lights like stars under the surface. "How did you see me?" Lyra asked. Her voice sounded like music, high and soft. "I wasn't looking for what everyone else was looking at," Kate said. She kept her voice low so others wouldn't hear. "Will you tell me who you are?" Lyra looked around the room. Other humans still listened to Samantha's speech. No one was watching them. "I am Lyra," she said. "I come from far away." "I'm Kate," said the human. "And I think we should talk somewhere private. There's a small garden behind this building. Will you come with me?" Lyra thought about her mission. She was supposed to watch humans, not talk to them. She was supposed to stay hidden. But maybe talking to one human would help her understand them better. "Yes," Lyra said, "but I must stay partly hidden." Kate nodded and let go of Lyra's hand. The alien princess became almost invisible again. Kate walked toward the side door that led to the garden. The shimmer in the air followed her. Outside, the garden was empty. Tall bushes made it private from the rest of the embassy grounds. A small fountain made gentle splashing sounds. The sun was setting, making the sky turn pink and purple. "You can show yourself now," Kate said. "No one will see us here." Slowly, Lyra became visible. First her outline, then her full form. She was tall and thin. Her skin glowed with its own light. She had no hair, but patterns of light moved across her head. Her eyes were large and had many sides like a diamond. She wore a simple silver suit under her dark cloak. Kate tried not to stare, but it was hard. She had dreamed of meeting aliens her whole life. Now one stood right in front of her. "Why are you here?" Kate asked. "On Earth, I mean." Lyra looked up at the darkening sky. "My people need help. We face great danger. I was sent to learn if humans could be trusted as friends." "And what have you decided so far?" Kate asked. Lyra looked at Kate's face. "I haven't decided yet. Humans are complicated, but you saw me when no one else did. You reached out instead of being afraid." "That is interesting," Kate smiled. "Maybe I can help you understand us better. And maybe you can tell me about your people." For the first time in many years, Lyra felt something like hope. Maybe this human was the key to her mission. Maybe Kate could help her find the answer she needed. "I would like that," Lyra said. And as the first stars appeared in the sky, the human and the alien princess began to talk. 3 days after they first met, Lyra showed Kate her ship. The Twilight Whisper floated silently above Lake Michigan. From the outside, it looked like nothing was there. But when Lyra pressed her hand to what seemed like empty air, a door appeared. "This is amazing," Kate said as she stepped inside. The walls of the ship looked alive. They moved gently like they were breathing. Soft blue light came from everywhere and nowhere. There were no sharp edges anywhere. Everything curved smoothly into everything else. "My ship is partly alive," Lyra explained. "It grows and heals itself." Kate walked to a round window. She could see the lake far below. The water looked small, like in a picture. "Why did you decide to show me this?" Kate asked. Lyra's skin darkened to deep blue. Kate had learned this meant she was thinking hard or feeling nervous. "I need to tell you the truth," Lyra said. "The full truth about why I'm here." She touched a panel on the wall. A 3D picture appeared in the middle of the room. It showed many star systems and planets. "This is my home," Lyra pointed to a group of 7 planets. "The Nocturne Dominion. We have lived in peace for thousands of years, but now we face an enemy we cannot defeat alone." The picture changed. Now it showed strange creatures that were part machine, part living thing. They had metal shells and glowing parts. They looked like giant insects with computer pieces built into them. "These are the Ricari," Lyra said. "They eat worlds. They take all resources from a planet. They turn living things into more machines. They have destroyed 12 star systems already." Kate felt cold fear in her stomach. "And they're coming here? To Earth?" Lyra nodded. "Yes, Earth is in their path. So is my home. My leaders sent me to decide if humans were worth saving." "Worth saving?" Kate's voice got louder. "What does that mean exactly?" Lyra's skin rippled with dark purple waves. "My people have technology that might save one world from the Ricari. Just one. They sent me to see if that world should be Earth or our home." Kate stepped back. "So you're here to judge us? To decide if we live or die?" "It is not so simple," Lyra said. "If we save Earth but not ourselves, my people die. If we save ourselves but not Earth, your people die. Or maybe we could work together and both survive." Before Kate could answer, a loud beeping sound filled the ship. Lights flashed red around them. Lyra rushed to a control panel and touched several spots quickly. "What's happening?" Kate asked. Lyra's face showed fear. "A Ricari scout ship has entered your solar system. It's near the planet you call Neptune. That's bad, right?" "Very bad. They weren't supposed to reach this area for another Earth year. Something has made them move faster than we thought." Kate walked to Lyra's side. "What will you do now?" Lyra looked at the human. "I don't know. I haven't finished my mission. I haven't decided if humans are worth saving." Kate's phone buzzed in her pocket. She looked at it and frowned. "My boss is calling me back to base. They must have spotted something on our deep space radar." Lyra touched a button and a picture of Earth's space monitoring systems appeared. "Your people have seen the Ricari ship, but they don't know what it is yet. They think it might be a comet or asteroid." "I need to go back," Kate said. "They'll want all security personnel on alert." Lyra nodded. "Yes, you should go." Kate started toward the door, then stopped. "What will you tell your people?" "About us?" Lyra's skin turned a soft purple. "I don't know yet, but I think I need to learn more about humans, fast." Kate made a decision. She turned off her phone. "Let me help you. Tell me everything about the Ricari, and I'll tell you everything about us. If we're facing the end of the world, we should at least understand what we're up against." For the first time, Lyra's face made what looked like a smile. "That is brave of you. Not brave, Kate said. Practical. If your people and my people have any chance of surviving, we need to work together. Lyra touched another panel. A small table rose from the floor with two seat-like shapes on opposite sides. Then let us share knowledge, she said. But we must hurry. The Vrikari will not wait. For the next 8 hours, Kate learned about the Nocturne Dominion. Lyra's people had been traveling in space for over 10,000 years. They built their technology to work with living things, not against them. They could make metals grow like plants. They could store energy in crystals that lasted for centuries. And Lyra learned about humans. Kate told her about Earth's many countries and cultures. She explained human emotions in art and music. She talked about how humans fought wars but also worked together to solve problems. Your people are strange, Lyra said after listening for a long time. You fight each other over small differences, yet you help strangers in times of trouble. We're complicated, Kate admitted. But most of us want to live in peace. While they talked, Lyra kept checking the Vrikari ship's progress. It moved through the solar system, getting closer to Earth. I should take you back, Lyra said finally. Your leaders will be looking for you. Kate nodded. Yes, but what will you do now? Lyra looked at the screen showing the Vrikari ship. I must contact my people. They need to know the Vrikari are here sooner than expected. Will you tell them about me? Kate asked. Yes, Lyra said. I will tell them I have found one human who might be worth saving. Kate smiled. That's a start, I guess. Lyra's ship moved silently through the night sky. It stopped above a field near the military base where Kate worked. I will be watching, Lyra said as Kate prepared to leave. When your leaders figure out what's coming, they will be afraid. We should meet again, Kate said. Tomorrow night. I can bring maps of our defense systems. Maybe your technology can work with ours. Lyra thought for a moment. That would be against my mission rules. Sometimes rules need to be broken, Kate said. Especially when survival is at stake. Lyra touched Kate's hand. Her fingers felt cool and smooth. Tomorrow night, then. Same place where we first met. Kate nodded and stepped out of the ship. The door closed behind her and disappeared. She watched as the empty space where the ship had been moved up into the night sky and vanished. Kate's phone buzzed again. 27 missed calls. She took a deep breath and called her commander. Bennett here, she said. Sorry for the delay. I'm ready for duty. As she walked toward the base, Kate looked up at the stars. Somewhere out there, the Vrikari were coming, and Earth had no idea what was about to hit them. Only Kate and a shy alien princess stood between humanity and destruction. It wasn't much, but it was a start. 2 weeks passed. The Vrikari scout ship moved closer to Earth each day. It would reach Earth's moon in 10 days. Kate had not told her bosses about Lyra. Instead, she gathered a small team of people she trusted. They met in an old missile silo that wasn't used anymore. The government had forgotten about this place, but Kate had found it in old files. Are you sure about these people? Lyra asked. She stood in the center of the round room. Her skin glowed softly in the dim light. Yes, Kate said. Each one has skills we need. And I trust them with my life. The door opened and 3 women walked in. They stopped when they saw Lyra. Their eyes went wide. It's real, whispered the youngest one, a girl with bright red hair. You weren't joking. Kate stepped forward. Lyra, these are the people I told you about. Dr. Olivia Peters is our science expert. She studies how things work between different dimensions. A tall woman with gray-streaked black hair nodded. She wore simple clothes and glasses. Fascinating, she said, looking at Lyra. Your bioluminescence suggests a completely different evolutionary path than Earth life. This is Major Diane Winters, Kate continued, pointing to a strong-looking woman with short brown hair. She plans military operations and thinks of strategies. Ma'am, Diane said with a small salute. She looked calm, but her eyes never stopped moving, checking every part of the room. And this is Zoe Callahan, Kate said, pointing to the young redhead. She's only 19, but she's the best computer expert I've ever met. Hi, Zoe said, waving her hand. Your skin is awesome. Does it change with your mood? Can you control the patterns? Is it bioluminescence or something else entirely? Lyra seemed surprised by all the questions. Yes to all, she said quietly. Kate clapped her hands. We don't have much time. Lyra, show them what we're up against. Lyra touched a small device on her wrist. A 3D image appeared in the air. It showed the Vrikari scout ship. It looked like a giant metal spider with glowing parts. This is just their scout, Lyra said. It carries about 50 Vrikari soldiers. Behind it comes their harvest fleet. Thousands of ships, millions of Ricari. What do they want? Asked Diane, studying the image closely. Everything, Lyra said. They take all metals from a planet, all energy sources, and they take living things too. They turn some into more Ricari. The rest become food or fuel. Zoe made a face. That's disgusting. That's survival, Olivia said. At least from their point of view. Lyra changed the image. Now it showed Earth with a glowing shield around it. My ship has technology that could protect a small area from Ricari weapons, but to protect a whole planet, we would need to make it much bigger and connect it to Earth's power systems. Is that even possible? Olivia asked. Lyra looked at Kate. I don't know. It's never been tried before, but Kate convinced me we should try. For the next week, the small team worked day and night. Olivia studied Lyra's shield technology and tried to understand how it worked. Diane made plans for where to put shield generators around the world. Zoe worked on computer programs that would connect Earth's power grid to Lyra's technology. As they worked, Kate noticed changes in Lyra. The shy princess talked more. She asked questions. Sometimes she even laughed at Zoe's jokes. She seemed to be coming out of her shell. One night, as they worked late, Kate found Lyra standing alone looking at a map of Earth. What are you thinking? Kate asked. Lyra's skin rippled with blue waves. My people have ordered me to return home. They say Earth cannot be saved. They want me to bring my ship and all its technology back to help defend our worlds. Kate felt like someone had punched her in the stomach. You're leaving? I should, Lyra said. It would be the logical choice. One small ship cannot save a whole planet, but, Kate asked, hearing something in Lyra's voice. But I find I do not want to abandon Earth to abandon you and the others. Kate moved closer. Then don't. Lyra turned to face her. If I stay, I betray my people. If I go, I betray you. What does your heart tell you? Kate asked. Lyra placed a hand over the center of her chest. Nocturnes have two hearts. Right now they are not in agreement, Kate smiled. Humans only have one heart. Right now mine is afraid, but it's also hopeful, because we're not giving up. Lyra was quiet for a long moment. Then she touched her wrist device. A message appeared in strange symbols. What are you doing? Kate asked. Sending a message to the Nocturne royal family, Lyra said. My family. I am telling them I have found allies worth fighting for. I am asking them to send help. Will they listen? I don't know. But I have made my choice. I stay with Earth. The next day, as they continued working on the shield plan, alarms sounded across the country. The Ricari scout ship had been spotted by Earth's telescopes. Governments around the world went into emergency mode. They're going to fire nuclear missiles at it, Diane said, looking at her military alerts. It won't work. It might make things worse. We need more time, Olivia said. The shield generators aren't ready. Lyra looked at the team. There is one more option. I could take the Twilight Whisper and attack the scout ship myself. It might slow them down. That's suicide, Kate said. Your ship is small. It's not built for fighting. It might buy you a few more days, Lyra said. Before they could decide, Zoe called out from her computer. Someone's hacked into our work. All our shield plans are being downloaded. Who would do that? Diane asked, pulling out her gun. The door to the missile silo opened. A group of soldiers in black uniforms rushed in, guns pointed at everyone. Step away from the alien, shouted their leader. Kate moved to stand in front of Lyra. This is a mistake. She's here to help us. That's not for you to decide, Lieutenant Bennett, said a man in a suit who walked in after the soldiers. I'm Agent Clark with Global Security. This alien and all its technology are now under government control. You don't understand, Kate said. We're working on a defense system. The Ricari are coming. There's no time for this. We know all about the Ricari, said Agent Clark. We've been monitoring your little group for days. Now step aside. The alien comes with us, Lyra touched Kate's shoulder. It's okay. Perhaps this is better. Your government has more resources than our small team. They'll lock you up, Kate whispered. They'll study you like a lab rat. Lyra's skin flashed with patterns Kate had never seen before. Trust me, she whispered back. Then Lyra stepped forward. I will go with you, she told Agent Clark, but you must listen. The Ricari scout ship will reach Earth in 3 days. Behind it comes their main fleet. Your weapons cannot stop them. Only my technology can save your world. Agent Clark smiled. We'll be the judge of that. Take her. As the soldiers moved toward Lyra, her body suddenly glowed bright white. Everyone covered their eyes. When the light faded, Lyra was gone. "Find her," Agent Clark shouted, but Kate smiled. She knew what had happened. Lyra had used her cloaking ability. She was still in the room, invisible to everyone. "You four are under arrest," Agent Clark told Kate and her team, "for conspiracy and treason." As soldiers handcuffed them, Kate felt something brush against her arm. A soft touch like a goodbye. Then nothing. Lyra was gone. But Kate knew she wouldn't go far. Not with the Ricari so close. Not with Earth in danger. The fight was just beginning. The Ricari scout ship entered Earth's atmosphere 3 days later. It looked like a giant metal spider, its legs folding out as it dropped toward the ground. It landed in the Arizona desert, crushing everything under its massive weight. People around the world watched on TV as military jets flew toward the alien ship. They fired missiles that exploded against the metal hull but did no damage. The Ricari ship sent out a pulse of energy that made the jets fall from the sky. In a secret military base under the Rocky Mountains, Kate and her team sat in a holding cell. Guards watched them day and night. Agent Clark came to question them many times, but they had little to tell him. They didn't know where Lyra had gone. "The Ricari have landed," Agent Clark said, walking into their cell. He looked tired. His suit was wrinkled. "Our weapons don't work against them. Tell me how to find your alien friend. We need her technology now." "We don't know where she is," Kate said for the 100th time. "And her name is Lyra, not your alien friend." Clark slammed his hand on the table.
"People are dying!"
"The Ricari have sent out some kind of harvesting machines. They're taking people, animals, plants, everything." Zoe looked up from where she sat in the corner. "Have you tried the shield plans we were working on?" "Our scientists say they won't work," Clark said. "The technology is too advanced." "We don't understand it," Olivia shook her head. "You need Lyra to make it work. And you scared her away." A soldier rushed into the room. "Sir, you need to see this." Clark followed him out. A few minutes later, he came back. His face looked pale. "There's another alien ship," he said. "It just appeared in orbit." "It's talking to us," Kate stood up. "It's Lyra. Let me speak to her." Clark hesitated, then nodded. "Fine, but if this is a trick..." "It's not," Kate said. "She wants to help. She always did." They were taken to a control room filled with screens and computers. On the main screen was an image of space. A sleek silver ship hung above Earth. It wasn't the Twilight Whisper. This ship was much bigger. "We're receiving a transmission," said a woman at one of the computers. The screen changed. Lyra's face appeared. But she looked different. She wore a silver crown with glowing blue stones. Her cloak was gone, replaced by armor that shimmered with light. "I speak to the people of Earth," Lyra said, her voice stronger than Kate had ever heard it. "I am Princess Lyra Vexilla of the Nocturne Dominion. The enemy that has landed on your world is called the Ricari. They destroy all life wherever they go." "Lyra," Kate whispered. On the screen, Lyra continued, "I sent a message to my home. I told them humans are worth saving. My mother, Queen Iyara, has sent this ship with technology to help you, but we must work together. Time is short." Agent Clark stepped forward. "How do we know we can trust you?" Lyra's eyes found Kate in the crowd. "Because one of your own trusted me first. Lieutenant Kate Bennett saw me when no one else did. She reached out her hand to me. Now I reach out my hand to all of Earth." Clark looked at Kate, then back at the screen. "What do you need from us?" "Release Kate Bennett and her team," Lyra said. "And prepare your world leaders. We must place shield generators at specific points around your planet. Each must be connected to your power grid." "The Ricari are already here," Clark said. "They're taking people." "The scout ship is just the beginning," Lyra said. "Their main fleet comes behind it. If we can activate the shield before they arrive, we have a chance to save Earth." An hour later, Kate and her team were free. They stood on a landing pad as Lyra's new ship descended from the sky. It was beautiful, like a silver leaf falling gently to the ground. A door opened and Lyra walked out. She wore her princess armor, and 2 nocturne guards stood behind her. They were tall like Lyra, but with darker skin that glowed red and orange. "Kate," Lyra said, and her formal manner dropped away. She rushed forward and took Kate's hands. "I'm sorry I left you. I had to get help. You came back," Kate said. "That's what matters." Lyra turned to Agent Clark. "The Ricari scout ship has released harvest drones. They collect samples of Earth life and resources. They are preparing for the main fleet. How do we stop them?" Clark asked. We have brought 50 shield generators, Lyra said. They must be placed around your world at these locations. She handed him a small device that projected a map of Earth with dots marking specific spots. That's a lot of territory to cover, Clark said, looking at the map. Some of these places are in other countries. Then talk to other countries, Kate said. This isn't just about America. It's about all of Earth. For the next 2 days, governments around the world worked together like never before. Nocturne ships carried shield generators to points in Asia, Europe, Africa, and Australia. Scientists from different countries learned how to connect the alien technology to Earth's power systems. Kate and Lyra worked with a team to place the most important generator in the Rocky Mountains. It would be the central hub that connected all the others. Will this really work? Kate asked as they set up the generator in a cave deep in the mountains. Lyra's skin flickered with nervous patterns. It has never been tried on this scale before, but the theory is sound. What about the Ricari scout ship? Diane asked. She had been tracking its movements. It's moving north from Arizona, heading this way. They must have detected our shield technology, Lyra said. They know what we're trying to do. How much longer until the shield is ready? Kate asked. Olivia looked at her calculations. At least 6 hours. We need all 50 generators online and synchronized. We don't have 6 hours, Diane said, looking at her tablet. The Ricari will be here in 3. Lyra stood up straight. Then we must slow them down. She touched her wrist device and spoke in her own language. The Nocturne guards nodded and left the cave. What did you tell them? Kate asked. To prepare our ships for battle, Lyra said. We will engage the Ricari scout ship while you finish the shield. That's too dangerous, Kate said. You said yourself your ships aren't built for fighting. Lyra touched Kate's face gently. Some things are worth the risk. As Lyra turned to leave, Kate grabbed her hand. I'm coming with you. Kate, no, Olivia said. We need you here. You can finish without me, Kate told her. You know what to do. She looked at Lyra. I'm not letting you face them alone. Lyra hesitated, then nodded. Very well. An hour later, Kate sat beside Lyra in a Nocturne ship. 5 other ships flew with them. They headed south toward the approaching Ricari. I've never been in a space battle before, Kate said, trying to sound brave. Lyra's skin showed calming blue patterns. I have never been in battle at all. On my world, I was known as the shy princess who hid from royal duties. You don't seem shy anymore, Kate said. Lyra looked at her. Meeting you changed me. You showed me that sometimes one must take a hand when it is offered. Sometimes one must be brave. The ship's alarm sounded. On the screen in front of them, the Ricari scout ship came into view. It crawled across the desert like a huge metal spider. Around it flew smaller machines that looked like metal insects. Those are harvest drones, Lyra said. They're collecting samples. What's the plan? Kate asked. We need to damage their main sensor array, Lyra said, pointing to a part of the Ricari ship. It will slow them down, make it harder for them to find our shield generators. The Nocturne ships dove toward the Ricari. Beams of blue light shot from their wings, hitting the metal spider. The Ricari ship sent out red energy pulses in response. One Nocturne ship exploded in a flash of light. Then another. The remaining ships kept firing, aiming for the sensor array. It's not working, Kate said. Their armor is too strong. Lyra looked grim. Then we must get closer. She took control of the ship and flew directly toward the Ricari. Harvest drones swarmed around them, trying to cut into their hull with laser beams. What are you doing? Kate asked as they got closer and closer to the huge ship. There is one weapon we haven't tried, Lyra said. She typed commands into the control panel. Our ship's power core. If we overload it and crash into their sensor array, that's a suicide mission, Kate said. Lyra kept typing. You should use the escape pod. Get back to the mountain. I'm not leaving you, Kate said firmly. Kate, please, Lyra said, her skin flashing with emotional patterns. Earth needs you. Before Kate could answer, something hit their ship hard. They spun out of control, heading toward the ground. Emergency landing, Lyra shouted, pulling on the controls. They crashed into the desert sand a mile from the Ricari ship. The impact threw them against their seat straps. Warning lights flashed everywhere. Are you hurt? Lyra asked, looking at Kate. Just bruised, Kate said. You? I'll live, Lyra said. But our ship won't fly again. They climbed out of the damaged ship. The Ricari scout ship was moving toward them, its huge legs crushing everything in its path. We need to run, Kate said. But Lyra stood still, looking at their ship. No, we can still complete the mission. She ran back into the ship. Kate followed her. Inside, Lyra was working on the power core, which glowed bright blue. I can set it to overload, Lyra said. When the Ricari ship gets close enough, it will explode. But we'll be too close, Kate said. We'll die too. Lyra nodded. Yes, but it will give Earth time to activate the shield. Kate looked out the broken window. The Ricari ship was getting closer. They had minutes at most. There has to be another way, she said. 3 months passed since the day the shield went up around Earth. The Ricari scout ship remained trapped inside the shield, unable to move or call for help. Outside the shield in Earth's orbit, the Nocturne fleet kept watch. In Geneva, Switzerland, world leaders gathered for a special meeting. They sat in a large round room with flags from every country. At the center stood Lyra. She wore formal royal clothes with a silver crown. The shy princess was shy no more. The shield will hold for now, Lyra told the room. But the main Ricari fleet is still coming. We have detected them near your planet Saturn. They will arrive in 7 Earth months. Can we destroy them before they get here? Asked the President of the United States. Lyra shook her head. They are too many, but we can prepare. The Nocturne fleet brings technology to help Earth build defenses. Why would your people help us? Asked the leader of China. What do you want in return? Survival, Lyra said simply. Alone, neither of our worlds can defeat the Ricari. Together, we have a chance. Kate stood near the wall watching Lyra speak. She wore her Navy uniform with new medals for bravery. Next to her stood Olivia, Diane, and Zoe. They had all been recognized as heroes for their part in setting up the shield. Princess Lyra has shown great courage, said the Secretary General of the United Nations. She chose to help Earth when she could have abandoned us. The United Nations votes to accept the Nocturne Alliance. People around the room clapped. Lyra's skin glowed with soft purple patterns of happiness. After the meeting, Kate found Lyra standing on a balcony, looking at the night sky. You were great in there, Kate said. Hard to believe you're the same shy princess I met at the embassy. Lyra turned to her. I am still shy. Just not with you, Kate smiled. Your mother arrives tomorrow. Are you nervous? Yes, Lyra admitted. I disobeyed the Dominion Council to help Earth. Some will see that as treason. You saved 2 worlds, Kate said. That should count for something. Lyra looked back at the stars. In royal politics, it's not so simple. But I don't regret my choice. The next day, Queen Iyara's ship landed at Geneva International Airport. It was bigger than any ship Lyra had brought, with glowing blue designs across its silver hull. People gathered to watch from behind safety barriers. Lyra stood at the front of the welcoming group. Kate and her team stood behind her. World leaders lined up on either side. A door opened in the ship and a ramp extended to the ground. 2 Nocturne guards walked down first. They had the same purple-blue skin as Lyra, but wore heavy armor with strange symbols. Then Queen Iyara appeared. She was taller than Lyra, with deeper blue skin. Her crown was bigger, with stones that seemed to contain galaxies. She walked slowly down the ramp, her long silver dress flowing behind her. Lyra bowed low. Mother, thank you for coming. Queen Iyara looked at her daughter. Her face showed no emotion, but her skin flickered with patterns too fast to read. Rise, daughter, she said. Her voice was deeper than Lyra's, more musical. You have caused quite a stir in the Dominion. I did what I thought was right, Lyra said. The queen looked past her at the humans waiting nervously. And these are the beings you judged worthy of our help? They look so fragile. They are stronger than they appear, Lyra said. Let me introduce you. She turned and gestured to Kate. This is Lieutenant Kate Bennett. She was the first human to see me. To truly see me. Kate stepped forward and bowed like Lyra had taught her. Your Majesty, welcome to Earth. The Queen studied Kate with glowing eyes. You are the one who took my daughter's hand. Who convinced her to betray the Dominion's orders? Kate stood straight. With respect, Your Majesty, I didn't convince her of anything. Lyra made her own choice. A brave choice. Queen Iyara was quiet for a long moment. Then, to everyone's surprise, she laughed. The sound was like bells ringing. Just like her father, the Queen said, always following his hearts instead of orders. She turned to Lyra. The Council wanted you stripped of your title. They wanted to abandon Earth to its fate. Lyra's skin darkened with worry. And what did you decide, Mother? The Queen touched Lyra's face gently. I decided to see this world for myself, to meet these humans who turned my shy daughter into a rebel princess. For the next week, Queen Yara toured Earth with Lyra and Kate as guides. They showed her great cities and beautiful natural places. They introduced her to music and art and food. They took her to schools where children asked her innocent questions that made her laugh again and again. At the end of the week, the Queen called another meeting with world leaders. "I have made my decision," she announced. "The Nocturne Dominion will stand with Earth against the Ricari. We will share our technology and fight alongside you." The room erupted in cheers and applause. Lyra's skin glowed brighter than Kate had ever seen. "There is one condition," the Queen continued, and the room went quiet. "My daughter, Princess Lyra, will remain on Earth as the official Nocturne ambassador. She will oversee the sharing of our technology and the training of your people." Lyra looked surprised. "Mother?" The Queen smiled at her. "You found your voice here, daughter. Your courage. I think Earth needs you. And perhaps you need Earth too." Later, Kate found Lyra in the garden of their hotel. She sat on a bench watching fireflies dance in the dark. "Ambassador Lyra," Kate said, sitting beside her. "That has a nice ring to it." Lyra's skin showed swirling patterns of blue and purple. "I never thought Mother would support my decision. I was prepared to lose my title, my place in the Dominion." "Maybe she sees what I see," Kate said. "That you're not just a shy princess anymore. You're a leader." "I'm still learning," Lyra said, "but I have a good teacher." She took Kate's hand. Over the next 6 months, Earth changed. Nocturne technology spread around the world. Cars began to run on crystal energy instead of gas. Factories stopped making pollution. Food grew faster and healthier with nocturne farming methods. Lyra traveled everywhere, teaching and learning. Kate went with her as her official Earth liaison. Together, they visited every continent, met with scientists and leaders and ordinary people. The shy princess who once hid from everyone now spoke to crowds of thousands. When not working, they explored Earth's wonders. Lyra saw oceans and mountains and deserts for the first time. She tasted ice cream and chocolate and spicy food. She danced to music and watched movies and read books. And through it all, Kate was by her side explaining human things, holding her hand when crowds got too much, making her laugh when work got too serious. As the time for the Ricari arrival grew closer, Earth prepared for war. Spaceships built with Nocturne help-filled hangars around the world. Weapons that could damage Ricari ships were mass-produced. Underground shelters were built for civilians. The day before the Ricari fleet was expected to reach Earth, Kate and Lyra stood on a beach in Australia, watching the sunset. Above them, the shield glowed faintly blue against the darkening sky. "Are you afraid?" Kate asked. Lyra thought for a moment. "Yes, but not like before. Before I was afraid of being seen. Now I'm just afraid of losing what I've found." "We won't lose," Kate said. "We've done everything we can to prepare." "Not everything," Lyra said. She turned to face Kate. "There's a Nocturne tradition before battle. We share our true feelings with those most important to us, in case we don't get another chance." Kate took both of Lyra's hands. "Then share with me." Lyra's skin glowed with patterns Kate had never seen before. They were beautiful, like stars moving across the night sky. "When I first came to Earth, I was looking for a reason to save your world," Lyra said softly. "I found that reason when you saw me, when you took my hand. I've been falling in love with you every day since." Kate felt tears in her eyes. "I've been waiting for you to say that." "Because I've been falling in love with you too." Lyra moved closer. "In my culture, we don't kiss like humans do. We share light." She pressed her forehead against Kate's. Where they touched, a soft glow spread between them, warm and comforting. "It's beautiful," Kate whispered. The next morning, they stood together on the command deck of Queen Yara's flagship. The Nocturne fleet surrounded Earth alongside new human ships. On screens around them, they could see the Ricari fleet approaching, hundreds of metal spider ships with one massive ship leading them. "The Hive Queen," Lyra explained. "If we can destroy that ship, the rest will be disorganized." Queen Yara looked at her daughter with pride. "You've trained the humans well." "They're ready." "We all are," Lyra said. Kate checked the communication links. "All Earth forces report ready." "The shield will drop on your command, Your Majesty." The Queen nodded. "Lower the shield. Begin the attack." The blue shield around Earth faded away. Immediately, ships from both fleets rushed toward each other. Beams of energy crisscrossed space. Explosions bloomed like silent flowers. The battle lasted 3 days. Ships were lost on both sides. Parts of Earth took damage, but the new defenses held against the worst attacks. In the end, a joint force of human and nocturne ships broke through to the Hive Queen. Bombs designed by Olivia, using both human and nocturne science, cracked open the massive ship. With their queen destroyed, the remaining Bricari ships fell into confusion. Some fled. Others fought on but were easily defeated. When it was over, celebrations broke out across Earth. Humans and nocturnes together had defeated the greatest threat either world had ever faced.